It's a cold, cold world, a cold one. It's a cold, cold world. It's a cold, cold world, a cold one. It's a cold, cold world. I mean, look at the stars.
All right.
What's up?
Who came on? Look at your happy ass.
You know what up, Miss
I'm
Lisa?
happy he
What y'all been doing? Y'all been,
You know what
y'all
we
been
do.
Why I been gone? Y'all been like
You know what I
smoking
mean?
something, doing
No,
something.
you know I don't smoke.
Y'all look, you know what I mean? Like,
You know, I don't, man,
Miss Lisa done took you down the.
Yeah, she
Miss
took me
Lisa
down
done
that
took you
path.
down the whole
She took me
path.
down that
Always my
path.
fault.
She took me down that path.
Why is it always
Took
my
me
fault?
down that path.
But
know.
you responsible for everything you do.
You got
You're
that right.
responsible.
That is
I'm
true.
responsible. That means I wanted to go down that path.
Exactly right.
No.
When
He
you go
blames
to-
me, though. He always blames me.
Yo,
for
that meant I went to go down that path.
Right, if you go there. What's up? What's up?
Man, look at what's up.
Man.
Where you
I
been?
know. I miss y'all. I miss y'all.
You don't hang out with
Y'all
us
had
no
a good old show, and I missed it.
You
That
don't
was
wanna hang
crazy.
out with us
Hey,
no more.
I was being patriotic. I did my patriotic duty. I was on jury duty. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay.
Because I care about you know what I mean. I care about the law, and I care about stuff. So I was I had a long week doing jury duty and stuff, and it kind of jacked up.
With grand jury duty. Yeah.
You should have done it, Miss
I was
Lisa.
late. They didn't need me.
I tell you, let's do this first. Let's do this
You
first.
say you were late.
Okay, you say what's up, Baltimore? What's up, family?
Oh, yeah, right.
Man,
Yes, you
it's too
say.
late. Let's do this first.
Nah.
Too late.
No,
Too
no,
late.
I took a seat there and go with the shit y'all already know my ADD, and y'all know I got menopause and I be forgetting. All right?
All right, let's reset. Rewind, start from the beginning.
Well, Baltimore, y'all already know I be giving it up, but I forgot today.
It's all good. It's all good.
What's up, world? Hello, world. Hello, family.
Hello, family. We miss y'all. We're gonna start like this. We're gonna start about introducing ourselves. We're gonna
Yep,
start over there
yep.
with my lovely, with my brother over there. Let's start.
What's up,
over
y'all?
there
What's
real
up,
quick.
y'all? Know me, Eric,
Yes.
Zen, Eric. You know, I'm here.
The calm
Family,
one.
the calm one.
Nah, that's
I miss y'all. Miss y'all, fam. Miss y'all,
You
family.
too.
But I'm here. You know.
Yo,
doing
we
it,
had
chopping
a
it up.
ball last week. I don't care.
I know. I saw it, man.
We had a ball.
I missed it, man.
Yeah, being the
But-
queen. You know I'm gonna call her, right? I'm a lady in wait now. That's right. We work
You
together.
just like take over all the guests,
No,
Miss Lisa.
we
You
gonna
can't
take
take
over
over
one
all
week.
the
No,
guests.
ladies' night is in effect.
You
know.
Shout out to Fro. When we go out, we gonna take Fro with us because she our protection.
I tell you what, man. You know, I mean, I ain't seen Miss Lisa in weeks, man.
Yes, he missed me, y'all.
Miss Lisa never in her life said she missed me, man. Like she said she missed you. I'm so jealous, man. I am so jealous. I don't know
He
what
mad
to
because
do.
I texted him. I was like, yo, it's 3 co-hosts. That's what I did.
Okay.
And just make sure. What?
So,
I know.
You know, we got a very exciting guest tonight, man.
Yes, we do.
We got this famous person
we
here
get
tonight.
ready to rock up in this
I
mood.
mean, we got an exciting show tonight. A very famous guest, but we gonna leave.
You know how we
gonna
do.
start it. You got anything to say
You
to
know
the
how we
family?
do. We know how we do. You know my usual. Tonight's a full moon.
Go ahead.
Full moon. They coming again. Tonight's a full moon.
Coming for me already.
Tonight's a full
Oh,
moon.
my God.
No, that's it's a
Is
full
that it?
moon. So if you're feeling kind of funny, maybe you know what I mean. It might be something like that. You know, take a minute to breathe a little bit. You know, it's the moon's like the closest point to the sun tonight. I mean, to the earth. Sorry, close to the earth. So you know it's gonna be a big
So y'all
harvest
know
moon. They call it.
y'all know what
Harvest
that
moon.
mean,
Harvest
right?
moon.
Miss Lisa.
He talking about me again.
Everything about Miss Lisa.
Finish talking about him.
He telling me the
No,
full
it's
moon's up and he don't
He's
want me.
not talking about you.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, if you hear
I let it
wolves
out.
in the background, you know it's.
I let it out.
That's it. No, but it's good. I mean, it was a busy week last week.
Okay.
Glad to be back here.
Awesome.
Can't wait for our guests. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
I'm
excited.
Some fire tonight.
I know.
I
I'm
ain't even
excited.
talk about too much.
Right.
It's gonna be fire tonight.
Yes,
Exactly.
it will.
So
Fire
good.
tonight.
Glad to be
Guest is
back
fire
here.
tonight.
And we ain't talking about striking matches.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm good. What you want to talk about?
What?
How you with this? Introduce yourself. What about yourself?
My name is Lisa, the one and only. Hi, Dennis. Donna.
What's up,
Hi,
Donna?
Miss Lisa.
What's
How
up?
you
What's
doing?
up? Looking sharp.
Mr.
About time. I'm sorry. I'll deal with you, man.
Yo, I didn't even check out his gear. Let me hold up. let me inspect.
Right. I'm gonna show you this.
He got on pink socks, y'all. Yeah, you is looking kind of sharp.
Thank you. About time somebody recognize.
Man, listen, I unloaded my soul and I feel better. That's good. All I can say. I told the truth, nothing but the truth.
So in other words, you always lie then.
No, I ain't lying. I be blowing stuff up, you know, but I ain't do a real blow up. But I'm letting y'all know I feel good. And I'm blessed. And I'm pretty as hell. I just need some new teeth. Y'all need to help a sister out for Christmas, for real. That's the only thing I need, some new teeth, and I need a stylist. I need some new goddamn clothes. BB the monkey got more clothes than me.
Well, you need to go work BB.
Look, there you go. I asked him to borrow an outfit. He said no.
On the TV over here.
Look at that. No, we don't.
It's okay.
It looked like a virus.
No, it's coming.
Yeah. Don't it look like a virus?
Yeah, it's all good. But are you finished? You finished?
Oh, of course. I'm finished. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot that I was on camera for a minute.
That's his family, so it's fine.
It's
We're doing camera off camera.
You finished?
Yeah.
I'm done.
Well,
I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this celebrity up here.
Yeah. We know we got the celebrity here tonight. We got the famous guy here. He's doing his thing. He's a great guy.
Is.
But hello family, Mr. Okay, hello. Maria, how you doing?
Hello.
Appreciate you. I need glasses to look at Mr. Evans.
He need to clean it.
Look, about time I get some love out
wait.
there.
That can go either way. Donna, you gotta eat. Exactly. I mean, I'm just saying, we'll take it the positive way. But Donna, what you mean? It could go all kinds.
Cordelia dressed them today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every day.
No, she don't.
Oh, dang.
Because if she dressed you every day, you gonna be matching.
Dang. She talking about my wife like that.
She said she laid your outfit out for you for the day.
But anyway, but I had a good week. I had some thoughts about what you said, and I said something the other day too, right? About how we are the same, but we're different. Right. What I mean by that is you said something the other day about Mercury. And the
retrograde.
But what I wanted to say, and I said I don't believe in Mercury, but I believe in Murphy. But the thing I wanted to say about that is I don't care what you believe in, that's all right. Right. Because it will work for you whether you believe it or you're not. If you don't believe it, it's not going to work whether you believe it or not. Right. So if I don't believe in the same thing, it doesn't even matter. But it's what you believe that's what's right.
But it's some truth to it.
To who though?
To everybody,
you cannot say that, Ms. Lisa. I don't care.
As first responders.
It doesn't matter.
As the police.
How about a person out there that don't believe?
That's dumb.
But that's the point I'm making.
Why you don't understand that the full moon make people act a fool?
It doesn't matter. If a person don't believe it, it's not going to work for them.
Oh, my God. They don't have to believe it. That's till they get busted in their head.
I never got busted in the head, Miss Lisa.
That's you.
I'm a person.
Oh, my God. No, it's you. That's you.
So
the point I'm making is if you believe it,
I believe it too.
So it works for you then.
Right. So it's I think like I like to say there are all kinds of different beliefs.
Exactly. That's what we're saying.
But I like to say it's the same water, different well. So somebody's digging over here. They're gonna get it.
Stardust.
They're gonna get.
Oh God, she wouldn't Stardust.
But again, it's the same thing. So it's the same information.
I agree.
It's just come from a different place. So if you dig, maybe let's just say you dig the Bible. We're all connected.
Yes,
brothers. We're all one.
Agree.
That's the same thing. Stardust.
That's right.
It's the same thing.
I agree.
Same water.
That's
Buddha, Zen.
I agree.
We all the same thing.
I agree.
So
we're saying the same thing.
Exactly.
We're
same
saying
water, different well. Exactly.
We're saying
it's the same thing. We just dig it from different places. Exactly. So we good.
That's what we're saying.
That's what we're saying. Yep.
But if a person don't believe,
right,
it's not going to work.
Right.
Whether it's working for them or not.
Right.
It's true though.
Yeah.
To who?
And they probably got a different. They're probably digging in a different place, and they're gonna get it a different kind of way.
All right. How about this? How about if I was to do this right now? I know a 911 operator.
Okay.
How about if I call and text her and ask her, is it busy tonight? Right here on the air.
How about this? How about I know now?
And I'll bet you $10.
Okay, check this out.
What?
Check this out. How about I know a 911 operator and I never call?
What the hell would you mean?
It's the same difference.
No.
Yes, it is.
I want to ask her.
It doesn't matter.
Is it busier?
It doesn't matter. If that person don't believe it doesn't matter.
Oh, Jesus.
It's what that person believes.
All right, so we're gonna do. Our homework will be we'll look at the stats.
We're gonna look at the stats.
I want to pull it up. We'll look
That's
at the stats.
That's right. Yeah, that means you got to read.
I read all the time, Miss Lisa. You see the
Well,
books
look at
back
this.
there?
That's homework for and people out there. You know,
Listen.
comment, folks, family,
Yeah,
comment on it.
If a person don't believe it, if a person don't believe it's not gonna work for them.
Look,
How about I say? How about this? How about this? I say
about
I believe
what?
that they're hiring, but I will never won't go get that job.
oh Jesus,
It's the same difference, Miss Lisa. In
No,
fact,
no.
no person don't believe it's not gonna work for them.
Lord have mercy.
Well,
He even admitted acting a fool during a full moon. I don't forget
Acting
nothing.
fool don't-
Yes, he did.
Exactly.
He did.
You
Remember?
don't need a fool. You don't need a fool.
No, remember?
Miss
He
Lisa.
said that. He said
Acting
that.
that.
I don't remember what show, but the fool
Miss
said it.
Lisa.
Yes, he did.
Miss Lisa.
He said when that full
You
moon,
got
he
the
acted a
wrong
fool.
person.
No, I don't.
don't need a fool.
You know what?
Exactly. He a fool all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't need a fool.
Believe it. Donna said believe it every day.
Exactly.
He don't believe in aliens
But
either.
eventually,
He don't believe
eventually,
in
all
nothing.
comes up.
All comes up.
Everything is just.
The
No, it's
universal
not.
truth.
Everything's what you
Lisa.
make it.
Right. The
you
universal.
go.
Happiness is a state of mind.
You better not kick me under the table.
It's too late.
So there's certain. I think the thing is, Miss Lisa, there's certain universal truths. Just like we just uncovered one of them.
Yes.
that we're all connected.
Yes.
So whether
Yes.
it's Stardust,
I agree.
whether
That's
it's the
right.
moon
It
and
is.
Earth and Mercury, whether it's the Bible, creation.
matter.
Why it
whether
always
it's
got to be
Zen.
Mercury? That's my pattern.
Right. So, yeah. Whether
Use
it's, you know what I
his.
mean. So the point is we're all connected. So there's
Yes.
certain universal truths.
That's
No matter where you get it from,
How you get it.
how you get it. Like if you think long enough and hard enough,
That's right.
It all comes back to the same thing. We're one.
That's true.
We're connected.
And that's
we're
the point I
family.
was making
Yeah,
on him
yeah,
being
and
Mercury,
we're
and I was
family.
making fun of it.
Well,
and I said what his truth is.
well,
his
Lord,
truth.
just
And that's
shoot me.
that's
No,
So it's the same thing. You can dig anywhere.
This is what we're gonna do then.
Yeah, there you
What
go.
we gonna do? What we gonna do?
I'm
Right.
excited about the guest.
Let's
Right.
go ahead,
That's enough
because
of
we
that.
can
Yeah,
talk.
exactly.
We
excited
will
about the
talk
guest.
forever about this.
Okay, we done with that.
All right.
Okay, well, let me do this
Moving
first.
on.
Let me
You
do this
wanna
first.
introduce.
Let me do this first.
Do
I
what?
want to take time to thank our sponsor, though.
Hey,
Yeah.
hit that like
I want
button.
to take time to thank our sponsor.
Hey, hit that like button.
Hit that like button. We're going to say that too. I want to take time to thank our sponsor. And our sponsor is Normandy Treasures on eBay.
Yes, yes.
Awesome. She got some lot of awesome items up there.
Thousands
Of
used.
items, thousands and thousands of items up there. I'm telling you, y'all go there and look what she have on this eBay and support.
Right,
You
and mention us. Yeah, mention us. You get a hookup.
Yeah,
Yeah, you get a hookup. You get a hookup.
10% back up and running. It's the holidays.
Exactly. Okay, I tell
Hey,
you.
hit that like
And
button.
hit that like button, share, subscribe, and all that. But no further ado.
No further
No
ado.
further ado.
But hit
we
that like
have
button.
an exciting guest in the house.
Yes,
tonight.
a
We got
performance.
exciting. I ain't gonna call him a celebrity. He's beyond a celebrity. This guy's awesome, man. I mean, it's my pleasure just even to meet him tonight. He's gonna do a little performance for us
yes.
tonight, and we're gonna take it. This is Brian Furr.
Yep.
Furr. I said
There
Furr.
we go. There we
I said
go.
Brian
There we
Furr.
go.
F-U-R-R.
Let's see. He's gonna do the selection tonight. He's when we're gonna come back when chat with him. Go. It was on Brian Furr. Go, my brother.
Yes, go ahead.
Keep on dreaming, face to the stars. I'm getting hot now. I'm going far, far. Keep on dreaming, face to the clouds. I'm getting hot now. Never coming down, yeah. So my father had to give up on a dream because of me. I ain't never tell him to supreme and follow destinies. My mother tells me not to worry, not to reminisce. Tells me keep on dreaming, then just follows with the kids. My girlfriend wonders why I never pay any mind, but the time is spent with her. We'll be writing all my rhymes. The pen will write itself, guitars will stay in tune. I'm staying isolated, you can find me in my room. They want it till December, but I'm going until June.
Okay.
I'm working so much harder, I'm so sick of plastic
What?
spoons. I want it like I want to see my name inside the loop.
All right now.
Was passion and I'm killing them, resume, keep dreaming. Face to the clouds.
Yes, honey, yes.
Getting hot now.
Go ahead, baby. Get hot right now. We feeling that. Yeah.
Keep on dreaming.
Keep on dreaming.
The clouds, yeah.
Yes.
I'm getting hot now. Never coming down. So I look out for my cuz, like that's my only blood. I'm looking at his age, remember where I was. I hope he make good choices and pick school instead of love.
Okay.
I told him that I got his back no matter what he does. And he made MVP like me, brought me where I was. So I give him my advice, no guns or racks or drugs. But he's a good kid, it ain't him I'm worried about. It's a product of environment where school is ain't out. Cause the situation pen on what a nigga talking about. And if they call you pussy, it becomes word of mouth. And now it's like an issue like where your product bow. But it's hard to yell when that bad rails in your mouth. So keep dreaming, keep your head to stars. And one day, Mike, we gon' both be far. I ain't a hood nigga, just a nigga from a hood. And if you got a dream, then I bet you understood. Tell them that rules everything around me. Cream, that rules everything around me. Cream, that rules everything around me. Cream, that rules everything around me. Keep on.
Awesome.
You want to do one more?
Look, that was fire. That was fire.
I didn't even see
He
that
has
coming
a
from
lot
you, bro.
in his repertoire.
I'm gonna be
A whole
honest.
lot.
I'm gonna be
So, man,
honest.
I'm telling you,
Yo,
this
he
guy-
just ripped that.
He had a lot in his repertoire.
What?
I'm telling you,
He
this guy
said, I
is
am
awesome.
not
He's
a
awesome. He's
nigga
awesome.
in the hood.
What we're going to do?
He said, I'm a
we're
nigga
going to-
from the
We're going to
hood.
do this, man. I
What?
don't know if you're ready or not. I don't know if you're ready or not.
Okay.
I don't know if you're
Yo,
ready or
you
not
did
for him.
that.
I do not know if you're ready or not for him.
There we
but
go.
he's here.
Yeah, we go.
He's here. He's here.
Appreciate
We're going
you guys
to
for having
introduce
me.
Mr. Brian.
Brian Furr. Yeah.
That was
That was awesome.
That was
I'm gonna start off like this, man. I'm gonna start off like this. I want you to take your time right now. You amongst the family now? I want you to take your
Yes.
time right now. Just tell the family who you are and tell them something about
Yes.
yourself right now.
Okay.
What you want them to know?
You know, nice to meet you all.
Nice
It's nice to meet
That was
you.
awesome, man. That was
The
awesome.
hospitality is fantastic. I
Oh,
appreciate it.
thank
I
you.
appreciate being here. Not just here, but in Bmore in
I
general.
understand. I
Okay.
understand.
My city. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York originally.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I
Oh,
grew up in
God,
New
Yeah, I
York.
know. Yeah, so what you say, New York? Yeah.
Go ahead,
it's
go
all-
ahead.
Go ahead. Everybody
I
know.
grew up in New York originally, but I came here for Morgan, and then I stayed, and I'm laid roots, and I fell in love with the city, and I'm doing everything I can do to be my best self in the city.
Okay,
To
awesome.
really get back to the city
Okay.
that I love.
Okay,
So,
awesome.
Can I just say, I fell in love with the city too.
okay.
I'm from Queens, and I came down here and I moved.
gotta be New
Yo,
York.
you doing right? I just want to say that.
Can he just finish?
I just wanted to say that.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
No, I
You
just
know,
wanted to
I
say
feel the
that.
energy.
We
I love
appreciate
her
you.
energy.
When you mention New York, man.
Yeah, right.
It was
They had to tell me to come
It
back.
happens like that. It happens like
I
that.
said that's New York.
has
New
a
York state of
tendency to
mind.
do
I
that.
understand.
But
Tell them. Tell them, baby.
this is what it is.
I understand.
It is what it is.
Yes.
So I'm gonna tell you, man. I was not expecting that.
That me either.
I wasn't. Cause
Yeah.
I understand you say because you was here rehearsing. You was trying to catch your vibe at first, and you did a lot of other things. So you caught your vibe. What made you catch your vibe in that direction? If you don't mind me asking. Then we'll get to your other stuff.
It's all right.
The atmosphere.
You know what it's like? There's a lot of different sides of me.
I understand.
And, it's important for me to be able to figure out what I want to express and where I want to express it.
I understand.
So if we all were blindfolded and touching the elephant, you just feel like the trunk. You
Yes,
say
I
like,
understand,
okay,
I
well,
understand.
that's what that is.
I understand.
Some people meet me in certain spaces that are like,
understand.
okay, well, that's what he does.
I understand.
And then if you blindfolded, you touch the side of the elephant, you're going to say, oh, well,
I
it
understand.
feels like a wall, you
I
know?
understand.
So you happen to bring that energy out.
Oh man,
so that was
I
the
brought the energy
that I
out.
brought.
Was that good energy though? Was
Yeah,
our energy
it's
good?
great energy.
Okay.
I wanted to come in and say, hey, I'm here.
Okay.
Exactly.
So that was
You
me
did.
doing
You
that.
did.
Exactly.
And that's
That
not
was
like an
you.
everyday
Right.
thing. I don't call myself a rapper. or nothing.
Yeah. You did
You
good.
know, I
I know you.
freestyle on the trains when I was a kid. You
I
know,
thought-
that was my energy for so long.
I'm gonna tell you what I thought though.
Right.
What's up?
I thought you heard my bars earlier.
That's what I was hoping.
Look. She gonna be mad. I heard your bars earlier. I heard your bars earlier. Come,
I knew it.
give me the love. Give me the love. I heard your bars earlier.
You was really playing. You was getting down
Yeah.
early.
It's a rap.
I thought you heard them bars I was spitting earlier.
It's it's a
You
wrap.
said I gotta
I know
show
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Right,
Look,
right. New
look,
York
you
get
raised
this
the
boy
bar.
going. Bars get this boy going. What do we got?
But yeah, man. Anybody
But
got
I wouldn't call myself a rapper. or
I understand,
nothing.
I
But
understand.
that's the energy I felt, and
understand.
it's like how you introduce yourself when you walk in the room. I just
understand.
wanted to introduce myself to Baltimore in a way
I
where it's
understand.
like,
Well,
oh,
how you
look at
doing?
that. Yeah, how's it going? How's it going? How
You
we
fucked
feeling?
that up. I'm sorry for cursing. Yo, you did your thing on
yeah.
that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
was hot.
So we're gonna get into a little bit about yourself, about you, man. Now you do a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah.
I want you. I see you got a guitar right beside you, right? And I know you make guitars.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So we want to talk. Elaborate on how the process you're making and how do you become. I know you. I read your story about you and your daughter, but I want you to tell about how you begin to make your guitar and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And
no
then we want to
worries.
hold it up so somebody can see it.
So-
Like this, we can get
so-
camera 3 properties on it.
This
But go ahead, go ahead.
specifically is one of my guitars. It's a Baltimore Ravens custom. I did
Okay.
it a couple years back when Stephanie Rollins Blake was in office. And it
Can you
was
just hold it up to your
Hold
chest?
it up.
So it can
So
camera
yeah,
see it.
It was recently on display. I was doing a art display with Art in the Hands of Men, which is an amazing collective, and that was by the Motor House. That was, what's that, Midtown, like off North Ave, Mount Vernon area.
No,
By
he
Micah.
probably talking about by the wax museum and stuff like that.
No.
Oh.
Over by Micah. Oh, you know that bridge on Howard Street, Howard, and you know where I'm talking.
I'm trying to
I
think.
know you know where I'm talking about.
Wait a minute.
but
it's
No,
the
no.
Motor
Let him
House.
start from the
It's the
beginning.
Motor
No,
House.
let him start from the beginning.
Okay.
Where were you at?
Howard Street and where's that, North Ave?
Howard and North.
Yeah, well, you know where the graffiti alley is?
Okay,
It's the
Old
building
Town,
that is-
Old Town, Old Town,
Graffiti
Old Town off of 40.
No, not Old Town.
But
That's
don't
on
we
the other
worry
side.
about
I don't even know where it's at.
You know,
Old Town has the firehouse, right?
Okay,
I'm not talking about over there.
Okay.
If you go further down North Ave,
all right.
where Howard Street is, where that bridge is.
You go over the bridge. You go over the bridge.
It depends on what side of the bridge.
Ah, shit.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
Maria said she wanted to see the guitar. Maria,
Yeah.
Look, and if you would like to purchase a guitar,
Go ahead.
you can go to furguitars.com.
Yes.
Spell
and
that
then
for us, though.
Furr. My name is Brian Furr.
Furr, yes.
Yeah. So, Furr Guitars, and I hand make all of my guitars,
Wow.
except the ones that I teach other people to make.
Right.
So, if you were interested in learning how to play
Yes.
guitar, and you also would like an artistic piece for your household,
Okay.
you can come to my shop and learn how to build your own guitar.
Okay.
Because I think like that's a different way to empower people, think
Yes.
differently about
Yes.
things.
So go ahead.
You know, you go to a store and you typically consume, you just purchase right off the shelf. But
Yes.
I think it's important for us to learn processes. So I have a small batch manufacturing company on Hartford Road.
Okay.
I'm partnered with Zeke's Coffee, where we occupy the warehouse right downstairs.
Okay.
And for local entrepreneurs and people who have their vision, or most of the time they don't know. Let's say you had an idea for an invention, right? Who are you gonna go to?
That's where the F62 come in at, right?
Well,
The global
I'm
entrepreneur.
I'm not 100% sure about that.
Okay.
But what I typically do is I have conversations with entrepreneurs,
Yes.
and I help them bring their dreams to reality.
Awesome.
And I like to teach the basic skills necessary to empower ourselves.
Right.
I what you'd call like a autodidact. I learn by doing.
I got you,
So
I
like
understand.
if you teach me how to do something, I'm tactile.
I got you.
Right,
work
right.
with
How
my
to do
hands
it.
pretty well. If you teach me how to fix an engine, I can fix an engine.
understand, I understand.
You know, so I had to be around people to expose me to those things. And
Gotcha.
as an educator in Baltimore, I realized that there are a lot of students that are extremely smart, and that's how they learn. And they're not learning directly from opening a book and
Right, by
reading it.
reading, right.
They're learning by if you show me how to fix a light switch, I can fix a light switch. Show me how to put up drywall, I'll put up drywall. You show me how to fix a pipe, I could fix a pipe. And those skills are extremely valuable.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Right.
there's
Yeah,
always going to be need and demand for those
true.
skills. So it's important for me to create a space
true. That's
where young people, specifically, 17,
Discover
18,
themselves.
and discover that they are good at those things. Because somebody had to allow me to have enough space to learn those things. So I'm trying to really give that back. And I'm in Baltimore, so it's all about Baltimore.
Yeah, so where's that the space?
Oh, so that's on
location,
Hartford
Hartford Road.
Road. Yeah, and it's appointment only, but you can book through the website furrguitars.com, and it's not specific to guitars. That's just the one of the easiest avenues for me to go and start those type of programs.
Got you. Awesome.
I work with a variety of different organizations to build products for them. I actually made the Safe Street sign on right here.
Oh, really?
Okay.
That was me.
Anyway, Safe Streets. Yeah.
Okay.
And Red Emma's on Greenmount Avenue, right next to Melba.
I'm not
Okay.
with that.
I gotta go to this chat, man, because there's a lot of reactions up in this chat.
I made that
We got
sign.
Miss Donna saying, "Welcome to the family." Then we
to the
got
family.
Miss April saying, "Hey y'all."
Hey, y'all.
And Maria,
Miss April.
Mr. Dennis, don't quit your day job.
I see jealousy there.
Mr. Furr was fired. No, she's telling you.
I told the
Don't know you
jealousy.
ain't got no ball. That's what she's telling you. Don't quit your day job.
hear
He
jealousy.
was fired, and I agree.
The jealousy.
We can't see the guitar and hands on. Donna Maria says we can't see the guitar, and Miss Donna says hands on, learning, brilliant. Thank you.
So I want, this platform is about your talent will make room for you.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So my
That's
thing
what
is
it's
this.
all about.
I want to get with you. I want to talk about your little past a little bit. How you got started. You say you was in Brooklyn. They said something about you was on the subway playing. To get the subway. Explain that.
So, when I was a kid, I would street perform because you got to understand like how Brooklyn is set up. Also, like it's not uncommon to take the bus or the train to school. So yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, ask a question.
No, it's a reason I want to ask them.
No, ask a question. Ask a
Downtown
question.
Brooklyn, or was you on the train?
I grew up in Flatbush, so
You was on.
Yeah.
You was downtown Brooklyn, outside, or did you go to 42nd Street,
I
34th
typically
Street,
performed by Broadway Junction.
Broadway Junction, and
Yeah,
Queens?
where the L train, right. So the
good.
Q goes to
sorry.
Queens from Broadway, right? But the L was right there by Canarsie, so I used to go up the L,
I know,
and then
I
the
was
A train was
curious.
right there. So
Yeah.
when I was running track, I'd be over there. So I'd go by Van Cortlandt, but I always kept the guitar with me,
Right.
and that was my thing. Like I'd play guitar.
So how you learn to play guitar then?
I taught myself.
Okay. How old?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I got a guitar when I was 8, and I just kind of stuck with it. I've learned through guitar how to get good at things because it required me to, at an early age, to say, this is something I like, I'm going to be dedicated at. It also allowed me to kind of understand discernment, like, okay, well, not everybody's going to like the thing that you're into, but you got to like it. And then more than that, it's required discipline for me to like get good at it and like try. So like I practiced on the train because that was the time I had to practice. I wasn't the kid walking around with a Game Boy. I was a kid walking around with a guitar. So that's what I would do. And because I would always practice in front of people, I never got embarrassed about being in front of people because they heard me at my worst, so they're gonna hear me at my best. You know what I mean? Like being public about things. And I even take that approach now. Like I don't have to be perfect at anything. I'm just me being. I'm a human being. I'm just trying to be. I'm just being the best that I could be. You know. So I try a lot of things, and I'm not afraid of failure, but I'm also not afraid of hard work. So a lot of times things work out in my favor. But I have a saying that I say that when you work hard, you get lucky at things. So it's like going through school wasn't easy, but working hard at it and figuring out how to go and graduate and how to go and figure that out. And I always had the belief that you had to be rich to be poor in New York. So the second I had an opportunity to go to Morgan, I took it, and then I kind of didn't really look back because I saw a lot of opportunity here just having that Brooklyn hustle. And being here, I could see some things that I don't think that you could walk by a warehouse every day and not even inquire about it. But I walk here and I'm like, yo, I could start a business out of there, you know? And then I bought all my tools that started my manufacturing company from Greenmount Jewelry and Loan. I sold sneakers and video games and stuff while I was, and then I started a lead inspection business when I was at Morgan my senior year out of necessity. I had to graduate and I didn't have the money to go and graduate, so I needed to kind of like figure it out. And I read just online that every turnaround of occupancy, every time somebody leaves an apartment and then somebody comes back into the apartment, you have to, by a landlord, have to get a lead inspection. And I was like, you know how many people live in the city? How many times do people turn around? Every 2 years on average, people move out of apartments. I'm gonna make some money. And the credential was $170. By my first lead inspection, I made $250.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And I just kind of like, I just took all of the hustle that I learned as a street performer, because as a street performer, I get a little bit of money, and then I go and buy some chips, and then I, sell the chips. And
That's a New York hustle.
You just figure out how to hustle.
To go to this chat quick.
What's going on by the truck?
Miss April says, if the moon can't control the currents of the water and the human body is mainly water, why is it so hard to believe, Dennis, that changes in the moon and the planets have an effect on us?
Well, we're not gonna. We'll answer that question.
all right. I gotta finish
But
the
I
chat.
got an answer for that.
Okay, all right. And Miss Donna asks, his talent made room for him to succeed in life.
Awesome.
Oh, I
And
appreciate
Maria
that.
says, what's your degree from Morgan?
So I have a creative writing English degree at Morgan. I always felt like going to school for business when let me also say that when I left Morgan, I pursued entrepreneurship at University of Baltimore, which is an amazing program. I became an E-Fellow by University of Baltimore, learning entrepreneurship. But like, think about it. When you leave school with an entrepreneurship degree, you still either got to get a job or start from fresh. So being an entrepreneur is the true test of entrepreneurship, not really somebody teaching you entrepreneurship.
Yeah,
so I decided to get an English degree because I wanted to be able to write grants, and I wanted to be able to write well. I wanted to be able to express myself well. And, so those things were extremely important to me. So
Could you explain what an E-Fellow is?
Entrepreneurship fellow. So like if you're a fellow at a university, they offer scholarship and opportunity. And then I won a bunch of different pitch competitions, and I was able to, that's kind of how I got into tech through way of that. So, I mean, it's been a journey. At University of Baltimore, I took this idea that I had about Furr guitars, and I really kind of like thought about something a little different. And I don't do this anymore, but it was also really important for that time in order for me to become who I am now. It was like a pivotal moment. So I have a little girl, right? And I love guitar, and I wanted to teach my daughter something that I loved, right? And I also like to put things together and build, and I thought it would be a great opportunity for us to bond over something. And I'm also like a young dad, so I'm just doing my best. I'm just trying to figure it out. And so I built her a guitar with her, right? And then a friend of mine said, man, that would be really cool if we did a project like this. And we did a couple of these in a school, and he happened to work for a school that I used to work for. And it was a great organization. And so I was like, I can do this. And I did a couple pitch competitions. I won well over $30,000 in order to kind of get things started. And then I kind of built out the systems in a manufacturing company to teach kids how to build their own guitars under the idea of STEAM education, because music education doesn't have a lot of funding, right?
Yeah,
so it was also important, and this is for all the future entrepreneurs, understanding your market, because I had to know that there's no money in, there's not the same amount of money in music education. So where do you go and find the funding source? Okay. And it was important to understand STEAM education, because at that time there was, I think somebody's gonna fact check me, but like maybe $1 million that was allocated from the government for STEAM education products. So in the future, kids can become engineers and think in that way. Okay. So it was easier for me to go and do that and teach 3D printing and building guitars through that type of program, and it worked really well. And then the pandemic hit, and I couldn't have accounted for having to switch all the programs that were in person to online, and I learned a lot through that experience. Nothing is ever done to me; it's done for me.
I like that. Yeah,
so,
it's a journey. Yeah.
It allowed me to kind of think about things differently, and then I thought about like.
Can I just ask one question?
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah.
So I read that you started this company, Mindful Wellness. exactly what is it? Yoga and mindfulness. And I see that you have 200 teachable hours.
Yeah.
So why don't you talk a little bit about how you started that company in 2019?
Okay, so I want to make sure I'm being thoughtful about my words, right? Okay. So I gotta reframe certain things because it's, some of what you said is accurate and some of it is a little off. So I have a company named Mindful Designs, and that's the company
that
builds guitars and
right.
products for people in a mindful manner, right? I want to help the community. And then I am a yoga instructor, and mindfulness is extremely important for me. I'm a yoga and mindfulness instructor, and I learned that while I was working at the foundation that I was mentioning, working with at-risk youth. And I was also teaching woodworking at that time. So although it seems like I'm all over the place, it's like it's all linear in one way or another. I've always had a knack for entrepreneurship. I've always been a musician. And then I've always, in some way, have become an athlete. And I think yoga falls within the purview of athletics because, you know, we stretch to run, but really stretching in itself can be a very restorative, or it can be a serious workout. You know, quick question.
Get that muscle spasm out.
Quick question to the brothers.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever done yoga?
No.
I've done
Have you done yoga?
Well,
okay. Why have you not done yoga?
I did what the Pilates mess.
No, that's not yoga.
Okay. But no, because for number one, I was never introduced to it.
Okay.
So since I wasn't introduced to it, stuff that we are creatures by habit.
Yeah.
So I'm a creature by habit. Since I'm a creature by habit, I never was introduced, so I never got into it. So I couldn't even really explain it to you.
So
I'll take the class if you take it.
What? Look, I'm gonna hold y'all to that, right? Because this is why your answer is so important.
Go ahead.
And I appreciate it because you kind of just threw the alley-oop, right?
Yeah.
When we were teaching at-risk youth, the Black Male Yoga Initiative came in and was like, well, I want to help train black males to become yoga instructors.
Okay.
Because black men are not typically exposed to yoga, and it can offer a lot of benefits for the community and for the mindfulness component and for the wellness component, because there's tenets to yoga. It's a whole lifestyle to some extent. It's not just the physical asanas or the practice. So I like the whole idea behind it. So I became the first graduate of the Black Male Yoga Initiative, and that's where I got the 200 yoga teacher training hours through Chenga Bell, who's my yogi.
It's a program in the city that does that. They teach, it's black males teaching students, and I think it's in a charter school. I think it was a charter school.
You might be speaking of the same program.
I think it is the same program.
So when I met Chenga, I became his first pupil of the Black Male Yoga Initiative. So it's great to see how many other black males have been able to take advantage of that as an idea, because I'm gonna tell you this, exposure is important. It's expensive to actually get your yoga certification. He was able to help me get it at a discount. And then the same thing.
What is the cost then?
So I'm not gonna put his price out there because I've been a graduate for a while.
I understand.
But you should look up the Black Male Yoga Initiative.
Okay.
You can Google it. Chenga Bell.
Okay.
Fantastic brother.
Okay.
Great in the community.
Okay.
You know, I think that there's opportunity, because you'd be surprised being able to even teach in those spaces. You can make more than you'd make off of a personal training job, which is relative in comparison.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or maybe better than you might make at a store, retail, or whatever.
Yoga and any other Pilates or any other.
I think that that's important a note, because so there's a Western idea of yoga where it's like the physical asanas, which is a workout.
Okay.
But then there's the spiritual component, and then there's the meditation component, and then there's how you eat, and then it's how you treat other people. There's the 7 tenets of yoga. So it gets deep.
Okay.
We got a question in the chat.
Yeah.
What's your degree from Morgan?
I'm an English. I was an English major at Morgan.
She asked
and then I was an entrepreneurship major at UB.
Yeah,
And then I graduated from the Black Male Yoga.
I'm just making sure, but chat is
No, it's
good.
cool. Look, I appreciate all the people people to write questions.
They interested and I'm
Yeah,
nosy
you
too.
good.
I want to know
You
too.
good.
I ain't hear it. Y'all know I got
It's all good.
ADD.
It's all good. Go ahead.
So back to the music.
Go ahead.
What other do you play other
sorry.
instruments?
I ain't mean like
do you
that.
sing?
Okay.
Do you play other instruments? Musically,
Yeah.
like how?
Yeah, so I play guitar and bass and djembe sometimes, but I got really interested in djembe because while learning how to build guitars, I didn't go a traditional route of like becoming a luthier, which is like going to school to learn how to be a guitar builder or a string instrument builder.
Wait, what did you say?
A luthier?
Oh, no, the other guitar you said.
Acoustic, bass,
After you said the bass.
electric, djembe.
Djembe, right.
Djembe
what is
is
that?
a drum. It's an African drum.
Okay,
Yeah.
all
So
right.
I also got really into African spirituality when I was in Morgan,
Mm-hmm.
and I more express it in like just understanding how much my ancestors have given up or tried to work for to give me the opportunities to be who I am.
I believe
so
that
it's
too.
like
Yes.
I honor them through my
Yes.
actions, and I think that has served very importantly in my life, just understanding like, even first generation American, like growing up in Brooklyn and my grandfather being from Jamaica and my, I think about even like myself now, like what it would take for me to go to another country and then move
Right.
my family to another country and start over there and like, so I think about my family sacrifices in a way where it's like important for me to honor them. So I think about African spirituality from that perspective, like not just my direct family, like
got you.
grandparents, but like lineage, because there's a lot of people who come before all of us that allow us to be who we are.
That's true.
That's true.
What I want to do, I want to take a time. I want you to tell the family out here, just give them your information, or like you give them all your Instagrams or anything. Just take the time, just all your social media platforms. So anybody want to get in contact with you, they can. Just tell.
I think the best way to contact me right now is furguitars.com.
Okay.
That way, if somebody is interested in purchasing a guitar, they can do it through that platform.
What type of do you just sell? Do you do acoustic? What
No,
do
so
you do?
I mainly build electric guitars, and they're all modular, and you can kind of see the different styles
custom
on
for somebody.
custom guitars,
Okay.
custom guitars being built.
hustle.
And then if through there, if somebody was interested in like having something built that was like custom woodworking, also you can send an email through that platform.
Okay.
And then in terms of yoga, if you follow me on Instagram, it's at Furr, Furr _the _yogi.
Okay.
And you can contact me there on Facebook.
Spell that.
Furr the Yogi, Furr _the _yogi, YOGI. Furr the Yogi.
Okay.
Can I see that? I want to see more of that. Well, I want to see that guitar. I want to look at it. That is
Yeah.
beautiful.
So this is a
Also the
Baltimore
Baltimore
Ravens.
What is that, cherry wood?
I'm glad you asked. So this is Sapele from Ghana.
Okay.
And it was also, there's a variety of things that I do that I think is extremely important as I was building guitars because of my influence of African spirituality. So like I seek certain types of woods that have certain properties. And I also believe in setting an intention with everything. It's extremely important in my life.
True. I agree with that.
So, I write on the inside of every guitar from the hands of the creator to from the hands of God to the hands of the creator. Let this play from the hands of the creator to the hands of the artist. Let this play the music God intends.
Yeah,
I was
there you
getting
go.
all
I
mixed
got
up
it,
there,
I got it.
but like I think even with that intention, it's important because you don't set an intention like that and set out to make anything subpar. You're doing it in a higher name, So from everything that I do, I think it's important for me to just be the best that I can be, not to say be perfect or anything, but just try my best.
That's the ultimate.
And what's the name of the wood?
So that was Sapele from Ghana.
Sapele?
Yeah, it's
Is
a
that a
really
tree?
beautiful wood. Yeah, it's a Sapele tree. And then I also use like walnut, and I use
Which
domestic
woods?
woods. Yeah, typically exotic, hardwoods. I've used ash and some other woods like spalted maple. There's a variety of different properties and styles, and like they do different things with the tone and even the finish.
So when do you have your workshops?
So I do workshops based on demand. So when I was doing the paint, build, play workshops, which were the programs for kids to build their own guitars, that was all through the pandemic. It ended up switching, and that's what you're seeing there on the website. And then I pressed pause there because I started working for an amazing software company, and we, you know, I wanted to make sure that I'm giving enough time. Because it's funny, you say ADD all the time. I was diagnosed with ADD. You know?
I know I got it.
Yeah, but look, I know I got it too.
No shame in saying it.
But to be honest about that, though,
but it's important. It's important
though, in some form of another.
Yeah, so what I've learned with playing guitar, with yoga, with all these things is my mind was like a pinball in a pinball machine, just all over the place, right?
Oh yeah.
And then having to sit down and practice guitar for 3 hours. Folk made me like take that chaos and put it in a box and just like focus on something, right? So I learned it was like a superpower to some extent, because like that same everywhere now it's like, okay, one of these lights, they're really bright. It's cast over a wide area, but imagine if it was a beam and it was focused on a single focal point. It's like you can burn through the wall.
Tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision, right? So I've learned to kind of cultivate that from early by playing guitar. So then, please excuse me.
That's okay. Need some water or something? You okay? Need water?
I would take water if you had it.
Yes, we got it.
But I don't think I'm special. I don't. I think that I'm, if anything, energetic. And I think I'm also passionate about what I like.
I think I'm special. I think I'm beautiful with my pretty old ass.
Guess what? Guess what?
I'm conceited.
Guess what?
Yeah.
You are beautiful.
Thank you. Tell me again. I was fishing for a
you know what? Look. You are
one.
beautiful.
Thank
you.
You
are beautiful.
And you handsome.
And I appreciate that. I'll accept that.
And I mean it, because I will be lying.
You guys practice affirmations?
Yeah.
What do you think about affirmations?
They're impossible. I mean, not impossible, but they're everything that you need to have anything you want to work.
Yeah.
You have to speak whatever you want into existence. You have to speak it before it can happen.
I like this guy. I like this guy. Well, how do you practice
Why
affirmations?
you got his head so big?
But how do I practice it? Well, I'm a visual person.
Yeah.
Yes.
So since I'm a visual person, I will put a picture up. Instead of me speaking it, I will look at it every day.
Yeah.
I will go touch it. I will go drive it. I will do anything until I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
And I know it has to come.
I love it.
Right.
I love it. I do the same thing.
It has to come.
What is it? You practice affirmations? What does it look like for you?
I mean, I think again, we all said we got the ADD thing. I'm the same way too.
Everybody,
so
go ahead.
I find a thing and just like I like learning about stuff. So I'll research whatever I want to do. I'll research it, Google, YouTube, just focus on it, and I get it.
You come in there.
So I don't per se. I don't have a practice.
Yeah.
But I'm a researcher. So whatever it is,
you're gonna deep dive.
I deep dive into it.
Yeah.
I deep dive, and that keeps me kind of focused.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I do.
You also?
What, speaking into existence?
Yeah, I mean, I like to hear about how people visualize their process. Like, what does it look like?
You don't want to hear our process.
You just got upset that he didn't ask you. Now you want to hear.
I damn sure did. Yes, I did. He skipped right over me and went to Eric. I did say it. Don't be.
You know what they say, right? Leave the best for last, right?
It was him.
You know why he skipped? I'm gonna tell you why he skipped you. Because as soon as he asked you, you would say you don't want to hear me, so that's why he skipped you.
You know what? Cut it out.
That's where it talk.
Yes, I do talk to myself. I talk to the spirits and my ancestors.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I do talk to myself, and no, I don't answer myself. Then you crazy.
Look, I mean,
you answer yourself. You crazy as hell. Look, you don't answer yourself.
That's what the answer is. The answer's inside.
You
I like that.
You don't say it out loud.
The answer is inside.
You put it out there, and you sit there and let it come to you.
But then the answer comes to you. That means the answer's inside. So it got.
So why you gotta speak it? Wait a minute. You guys are all creative and talented. Thank you.
Well, look, my brother, man, I love you for coming on the show. Our time is coming to a near. But what I want to do now is
no, you ain't getting away with that one.
I have to, Miss Lisa. Our time is almost up. This is what we're gonna start with you though. We got a couple of minutes. I'm gonna start with you. Got something to say to the fam before we go?
I love y'all. I won't be here next week.
We'll miss you.
Is that it?
Okay, wait a minute.
down for you.
Oh, this is the last question?
We'll
This is
hold
the
it
last
down.
question?
Not yet.
I want the last question. Y'all go ahead.
I got one question.
Hey,
for
I
you.
do have a question.
I got a question for you. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
We can
I'll
talk.
take the last
So
question.
I know you talk about doing the again back to like I'm saying I
go ahead.
research stuff whatever. So in like doing the guitar, so you got to know woodworking, you got to know acoustics, things like that, sound, string. So like, do you like how did you get into it? Like you researched?
I think the pursuit of anything is I like running, right? So you know how you run a marathon?
Yeah, one step at a time.
One step at a time.
Right.
So
Yes.
today I'm gonna
That's it.
start with like what's the thing that I can figure out to do. Right, I'm gonna learn about the wood. Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna research wood.
Right.
And then I'm gonna say, okay, well, I guess I gotta buy it if I'm gonna do something with
Yes.
it. And then what do I gotta do after? I gotta learn how to cut it out to the right shape. Right? How do you know it's the right shape? You gotta find some templates or some blueprints.
Yes.
I'm not reinventing the wheel.
Right.
Guitars have been made. You know what I mean? But I think that it's important to even think methodically through those things because, for us to create what we want in our community, we have to also find the blueprints that are already created.
True.
You don't have to
That's my
reinvent
favorite
the
words
wheel.
there.
We
My
just
favorite
have to
words.
necessarily find it to
Right.
work for us.
Yes.
So that's really what I did. Is I took age-old practices and I just kind of researched because the information's out there if you want it.
Right.
True.
And then I believed in myself more than anything. So it was like I started just playing guitar and then I started drawing them and then I decided I was going to purchase some wood and then I learned how to use a bandsaw and then I learned how to use a router and then I learned how to solder, and one step at a time I just kind of like walked through the process. And then the biggest thing that I did is I didn't just do it once, but then I documented what I did, so I did it again.
Right.
And then once you are able to do that, then you can refine a process, and once you refine a process, then you can create what I don't want to speak high level, but I'm saying like you create a standard operating procedure.
You're supposed to be here
Right,
high level.
that's
Supposed
what we oftentimes in
Yes.
our community don't do.
Yes.
We do something great and then we don't know why it was great.
Yes.
We got to be able to kind of like document it in a way where we could look back at it and say, this is where that magic is, and be able to replicate it.
Yes.
So it was important for me to go and do that, and that's what I kind of learned how to do in business school. And it's still a process.
Yes,
I'm not
yes.
gonna say I'm anything big. I'm a guy who's trying
you
to
are
build
big. You are
guitars
big.
and
I need you
follow
to
a
look
dream.
at the chat right now. I just need you to look
I'm
at
telling
the
you,
chat.
brother, you are a big deal, man.
Yeah.
I tell you
Do
what.
you see that?
I do want to ask you
From
one
down
more
the
question.
press. Let him see that.
Yeah. Go ahead. It's a Mr. Furr, thanks you and for gracing us with your talent and information. And
Yes.
so it was a learning about you. But I got to ask you a question. Do you read books?
Absolutely.
What's your favorite book?
Right now, I'm reading the 4 Agreements, and then the 7 Habits of Highly Effective
Man,
People.
4 Agreements is my favorite book, bro. My favorite book.
Rich Dad
That's
Poor
my-
Dad was one of those early
Yes.
books that I read.
Yeah, I read that also.
Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance.
Zen, you know about the Zen motorcycle?
Man, y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all
Yeah,
getting
I
these
forgot to say
bombs
that.
up in here.
Like,
Hit that like
so-
button.
It's funny, you know how I consume books right now? All audiobooks.
Me too. I do too
It's
now.
hard for me to sit down
too
and
now.
like
Right. I do
read
too
for
now.
a couple hours straight.
Yeah, I do
so
too now.
when I'm running or when I'm riding my bike or something, I'm listening to audiobooks.
same
When
here.
I'm in the
background,
car,
yeah.
I'm listening
Yeah.
to audiobooks. So that's how I consume a lot of books. But I think reading and getting the information more than anything is extremely important. And never underestimate the value of even like the cliff notes. Get the meat and potatoes
That's
of the
it.
information, and when you
That's
get a
it.
chance
Right.
to
That's
absorb
it.
all of it, you absorb all of it. But
That's it.
it's more important that we use the information, because if we don't use
important.
it, it's stagnant.
That's it.
You know what I mean? You can have a book on your shelf for 3 years and not
know.
use it,
Right,
but
if
then
you
you
don't
use
use
it for
it.
15 minutes and now you got $10,000. It's the difference.
That's it. I tell you what, I don't want to cut you off. We run the short on time. I want you to say something to the family out there, whatever's on your heart.
Yeah,
I want you. One more thing. I'm sorry. You wanted to talk about the cancer research that you had.
Oh yeah, so cancer has affected my family in a variety
Yes.
of ways, right? So I felt it to be important, and I started to raise money a couple weeks ago. And if you if you'd like to raise money, I can send the link and then you can put it in the chat or however you share to your network, right? But raise money for some childhood cancer research, and I'm doing a 100-mile bike ride this weekend for that, and I've been, practicing for that and feeling pretty good about it. So,
You gonna vlog it?
I am gonna vlog it on my Facebook. Nothing too serious. It's funny. I do a lot of stuff, but I tend to be really low key. So it's like I'm not really trying to be famous. I'm just trying to go and be a good guy.
I got you. So is there a special website or social media platform they can donate to your cancer? You want to get that information out also?
Is there a way that we can put it in post, because I don't want to say it wrong?
Okay, that's what we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll get that done.
But you can definitely donate.
Instagram.
You can definitely donate. I so far raised over $500, so I'm happy about it. I thought we would raise maybe $100. I didn't think we would pull that much interest, but it's
it's called inflation.
It's a good cause.
Yeah,
it's a good cause. So if you can donate, even $1 goes a long way.
Y'all answer our question.
Yeah.
This is the last question.
Last question.
Yeah, go ahead. Do your last question.
Your last question.
Yeah.
Last question.
Last question.
What's going on?
Do you believe in UFOs?
I think that space is too vast for us to believe that we are the only beings out there. But at the same time, anything is possible. I mean, if I claim to know anything, I know nothing. So I'm just kind of.
That's that bullshit. You hit me with the flim flam.
I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. The truth is, I don't know.
You just did a Dennis on me. How you gonna do a Dennis on me?
I did cut across you though. But you got anything you want to say to the family?
Yeah, say it to the family.
Anything on your heart before we
Look. I love Baltimore,
hit the like
right?
button.
Okay.
I love Baltimore. So more than anything, if you do want to connect with me to go and do a project in the community, to help clean up the community, to put a sign where a sign needs to be put, that's what I have a manufacturing company for. We need things in our community that's going to serve our community, because it's too hard to always go for somebody else to go and get something for us. So if we need a bench change, if you need the cover for your garbage can, if you need something that's going to beautify your neighborhood, let's work together. I can go and put something together for you. I'm not about money. I'm about accomplishing success, and I'm just trying to go and live the life of a decent dude and live in Baltimore and enjoy my family. You know what I mean? That's all I really want. I'm just trying to live my dream.
Okay, I got you. I got you. You got something to say before we go?
No, man. It was a pleasure having you out here. I'm nice to meet you.
Respect his opinion, Miss Lisa. Who did I do it this to? I gotta pee again. I don't even care. I just want the show to end.
It was beautiful. It was feelings.
Look, I love him.
Got something to say? We ready to go there. We got something to say for you.
He with that bullshit just like Dennis. He flip-flapped me with my question. All I wanted was yes or no. And I'm offended because you did Dennis on me and I can't stand it. Yes or no? No. You ain't getting out of this one,
There's
bro.
no yes, there's
yes
no
or
no. There's
yes
no
or no.
right, there's no wrong.
Do I think that there's UFOs? I think that there's the possibility of UFOs.
That's that bullshit. I said yes or no. Damn, I understand.
Okay,
All right,
we ready to go. No, it's not.
Okay.
Wait a minute, Miss Lisa.
I gotta pee.
Go pee, Miss Lisa. Go.
No, the
Get
show
up right
was
now.
over.
While the show is
I'm
going
not
to go
gonna
pee.
get up right now.
The show is almost over. What we're going to go? What we're going to do is this. It says if the moon can control the current of water.
That's right.
And the human body is mainly water.
Yes.
Why is it so hard to believe that the changes in the moon and the planets have an effect on us? What I'm saying to you, it does have effect. What I'm saying to you, now listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. You are correct, it does. But however, if you do not believe in yourself that the moon don't do anything for you, you're not going to believe in the tide, you're not going to believe in the water, you're not going to believe in nothing that it does for you, and it's not going to work for you. If you don't have it inside of you to believe in it, it's not going to work. A man that say he can do it and a man that say he can't do it, they are both all right. It's all inside, because your talent will make room for you inside. This brother he taught himself how to play a guitar.
Yes.
Nobody in society could tell him whether he was right or wrong. And the way he did it was right or wrong. He believed in himself. He can do it. But if he would have told himself, and somebody, he had all the training in the world, you can lead it. The saying is the same. The meaning is the same. The saying is different. How you run a marathon, but same thing. How you eat an elephant.
Yeah.
Touch elevator.
One bite at a time.
One bite at a time. How you run a marathon? One step at a time. It's the same thing. But if you never take this first step, if you never take the first bite, you will never run the marathon. I don't care how many people run it. I don't care how many people tell you how to run it. I don't care if the moon shine, the moon go up or down. I don't care. You will never run it, and you will never eat an elephant. I love you, family. Your talent will make room for you. It's all inside of you.
Always make room.
Anything you want to do. Teach you. You want to learn how to play a guitar? You want to learn how to build a guitar? You want to learn
Furrguitars.com. Furr guitars. GUITARS.com.
And it look like, gentlemen.
Family, we love you. Please subscribe.
Like,
share.
hit that like button.
Hit the like button. Hit that notification, man.
Share.
Family, we love you. And I think that we out of here. So
It's a wrap.
Let's go.
Good night. That's
night.
how you
Gotta
do
go,
it,
gotta
show.
go, gotta go.
That's how we do it up
That's
here
how we
at
do
Bmore,
it.
boy. That's what we be doing.
It's a cold, cold world, a cold one. It's a cold, cold world. Yeah. It's a cold, cold world, a cold one. It's a cold, cold world. Yeah. I've been looking to the stars like I'm an astronaut, and this pain hurts so much, so I smoke that gas a lot. I've been hiding from myself, cause I tryna get caught, and you know I right my wrongs. That's some shit that I can't stop now. I've been searching for my soul, cause it's been missing. Imagine cooking breakfast, bullets flying through the kitchen, and you wait for it to stop your way like you fishing. Cause if you get up, hit up, little nigga.